will leave you in awe. Driver, known for his intense and gripping performances in Marriage Story and Star Wars, takes on the role of a man at the crossroads of his life, haunted by past mistakes, struggling with a future he cannot face, and seeking redemption in the most unexpected of places. And opposite him is a dog. No ordinary dog, but one whose story can melt even the most hardened heart. Together, they navigate the harsh world of crime and redemption, showing us just how deep the bond between man and animal can truly be. This movie, with its grounded tone and honest performances, carries a budget of around $50 million, and while this may sound modest for an action film, trust me when I say that every penny of it is spent in a way that deepens the story. There's no wasting money on special effects for explosions or car chases. Instead, it's all about the locations, the subtle visual cues that tell you more about the character's inner world than words ever could. And speaking of locations, the setting plays a massive role in Dog Man, filmed primarily in the rugged, isolated outskirts of Los Angeles. The gritty, almost desolate landscape mirrors the main character's emotional state. It's a world full of shadows, dirt, and danger, but also a world where redemption is still possible, where even a man who's lost it all might find something worth living for. Every frame is carefully composed to tell the story of despair and hope, a delicate balance of melancholy and warmth. Cinematographer Roger Deakins, yes, the very same genius who brought Blade Runner 2049 to life, captures the stunning beauty of the California desert, the rain-soaked alleyways, and the quiet, often unnoticed moment of tenderness between the man and the dog. Every scene feels like a painting, as if Deakins knew exactly how to frame the emotions at play. Now let's talk music. The score, composed by Ludovico Einaudi, is as haunting and evocative as you would expect. His minimalistic style adds layers of emotion to the film, allowing the silence to speak louder than any dialogue. The piano, the strings, they linger long after the scenes end, carrying with them the weight of what you've just seen. Each note resonates with the audience, drawing you deeper into the story, and you'll find yourself holding your breath, waiting for the next chord, because you know it's coming, and it will speak to something inside you. What's truly powerful about Dog Man is its portrayal of trauma, recovery, and the unbreakable bond that can form between two lost souls. It's not just about a man and his dog. It's about second chances, about finding love in places you never thought possible. And that's the beauty of this film. It asks you to look at life differently, to realize that no matter how far you've fallen, there's always something worth reaching for. And sometimes, that something is not a person but an animal whose loyalty and trust will heal wounds you didn't even know you had. But what really sets Dog Man apart from similar films is its ability to create a connection between the audience and the animal. In the hands of lesser filmmakers, the dog could have been a simple plot device. But here, it's a fully realized character in its own right, with its own journey of survival and healing. The way the dog's eyes meet drivers, the way the two of them communicate without words, it's some of the most compelling animal-human interaction I've ever seen in cinema. There's a scene in the rain, when Driver's character is at his lowest point, and the dog lays its head in his lap. It's not just a scene about man and dog. It's about human vulnerability and the deep need we all have for connection. That moment says more than 1,000 words could. And yes, the film has its controversies. There were some ethical debates during production regarding the treatment of the animal actors. But Dog Man's crew worked hard to ensure the well-being of the dogs on set, with every care taken to make sure they were treated with the respect they deserve. The film's animal trainers and handlers were praised for their professionalism, but these controversies did lead to discussions on the ethics of using animals in cinema. Nevertheless, the film itself manages to tell a story so powerful and compassionate that these debates feel secondary to the emotional journey it takes you on. On the box office front, Dog Man has quietly surpassed expectations, pulling in over $200 million globally, despite being somewhat of a sleeper hit. It didn't rely on flashy marketing or star power. This film earned its audience through word of mouth, a testament to the deep emotional connection it builds with its viewers. People are talking about Dog Man not because it's the loudest film of the year, but because it's one of the most honest, raw, and beautifully told stories about love, loss, and redemption. So why should you watch Dogman? Because it's not just a film, it's an experience. It's one of those rare movies that doesn't just entertain, but makes you feel something real. It makes you think about your own life, your own relationships, and the untold stories of the animals that share our world. It's a film that doesn't just show you a man and his dog. It shows you the power of companionship, the healing that comes from unconditional love, and the strength that we can all find within ourselves when we allow ourselves to trust again. Trust me when I say this. Dogman is a film you won't forget. It's raw, it's emotional, and it's something you'll think about long after the credits roll. If you're looking for a movie that will move you, inspire you, and remind you the bonds that make us human, Dogman is waiting for you. Hey, gather around. I've got a story that you absolutely have to hear.